Well, we are here again, and we continue with the protagonist of this special TV program. At my right side hand, we have Santiago Fisas. He's a member of the European Parliament. Also, he was a Minister of Sport in Spain, also a sports councillor in the Madrid region. Santiago Fisas, welcome.
Thank you.
How are you?
Fine. Very pleased to be here.
A pleasure is for us also. As a chair of ECFA, ECFA is the European group friend of ACES. What is your opinion about the work of ACES Europe?
I think it's a very important work because this idea of the European capital, European city, European town is something important for sports in Europe. And I think it's a very, very good initiative to promote the sport from the base on our different cities and different regions. And I am very happy that Europe support, in a way, this initiative.
You are a member of the Euro Parliament. How are the MEPs involved in sport? Because the sport is like a new baby in the policy of Europe, right? Yes,
I've been quite surprised that in our commission, the Culture Commission, is a lot of people interested in sport. Our commission is culture, education, and also sport. We're in charge of these topics, and it's really quite a lot of colleagues that are interested about the world of sport. And I must to say that after the Lisbon Treaty, for the first time, Europe has really competences in matter of sport. Then, because of that, it was a communication, a proposal to explain in more clear words of the Commissioner Vassiliou, that she is in charge of sport in the Commission.
Androulla
Vassiliou, talking and explaining the different topics in sport that came to the Parliament. I had the honor to be the rapporteur on this report, and has been voted this year by a very, very big majority. And then it's the first report about sport in the European Parliament.
And what are the conclusions of this first report?
Oh, it's not so easy to say because you know, sport is a very wide issue, a very wide word, you know, and we have topics, for instance, about doping, about betting, about protection of minors, but also about promotion of sport in schools, about the dual career of our big sportsmen, how to can have both careers at the university, for instance, and on the world of sport altogether. I mean, it's a lot of different subjects. And also, I was very proud about a chapter called European Identity on the Sport.
And we have different identities in sports, or what?
No, I will say that, you know, sport is many a national identity, but I think that it's something that could make a union of Europe.
Of course.
And I would like to remember, for instance, the Ryder Cup, the Golf Ryder Cup, where is a European team playing all together. And that makes much more for Europe that perhaps some treaties.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. You are from Spain, and you know what happens in Spain where the Spanish team won whatever, the Euro Cup or the World Cup, and everybody are together because of that. So the sport is like a union, right?
On this case is Europe that we are all together on that. And we try to develop that, also to protect that we call the indigenous sports. That means some sports that are typical in different regions or countries in Europe, they are not Olympic sports. The Gaelic rugby, we have in Spain many, for instance, the Canary fight, and so many sports that also belongs to the cultural heritage of
the
Europe.
Folklore, right?
Yeah. Then it's, it's a very wide report, and I've been very proud. Again, I will to say, to have the support of my colleagues on that. And now we are trying that many of these topics should go ahead on a legislative program.
You used to work in the street when you was a sports minister in Spain, also the sports councillor in Madrid. How is the work here from the office?
Oh, it's different, because it's true that when you are a member of government, that's fine, that's nice, because you can take decisions that you see how these decisions are implemented on the reality. Here is a little more a distance between I must to say the laws, European laws, because I want to say one thing. At present, about 70% of any European national law in any European country comes from European laws.
70%?
70%, 75%. Then that's important, and that shows how important is the role of the European Parliament, the Commission, the role of Europe in our life. But as you say, many people don't know that, and it's important to explain the importance of the decisions that we are now taking here in Europe.
Okay, that's right, and it's interesting for me. It's something new.
Yeah, for many people, not only you.
So thank you very much. For you, I don't know, what is the main concern about the sport in Europe?
I would like that many people could practice sports. That is really important. Sport is good for health, is good for integration of different collectivities of people, is good for very young people for the values, but it's also good for people of my age. That if
you are young, Santiago.
If we practice sports, we are in good health, and then also that means that the cost of the health programs for many European nations could low down. But also we have at present some important problems, not only, for instance, doping. I am very much concerned about betting. Betting is good, but that is not good is to cheating on betting, and that could disturb, and that you could change, I will say, the meaning of the sports
and the values of
the sports, of course. And then we are now trying to study decisions to avoid this big problem.
It's not easy.
Not easy at all.
So you have to do a big and great work. But it's sad because we used to hear in the radios and TV a lot of problems about betting. So we have to fight from here, from the Euro Parliament. As the great work of ACES Europe, carrying the name of Europe through the continent, don't you think that the Commission should support financially the organizations? Like, for example, it does with the European Capital of Culture.
Yes. And we pass an amendment on the budget to do that, because I think that ACES or ACES in each language, we pronounce in a different way, is doing a very important job. Then I think that ACES deserve to have help from the European Commission, and really we are trying from the Parliament to convince the Commission to do so.
We're here maybe one of the most important Euro Parliament members who support ACES all the way. So thank you very much, Santiago Fisas. And just another question for finish. In your country, Spain, because you have been Minister of Sport and Sport Councillor in Madrid region, what is the situation of grassroots sport? Is Spain leading Europe, or do you think it needs some improvements?
You know, in Spain we have a state of the, we call the state of the autonomies. It's like a federal state. And the competences of the grassroots sports belongs to the different regions in Spain. It's not a national competence. Then the role of the state is just to support, to in a way to organize and to talk with the regions to push this policy on grassroots sports. For instance, that's important, organizing university championships and also school championships. The European, the Spanish championship that is organizing on the level of the different regions on the schools, and afterwards it's a big final. But I think it's really important, but the competences are from the different regions.
So we have to still working so hard.
Yes, yes, always.
I have at my left side Blaine Dodds. He is the president of ACES in the United Kingdom. Mr. Blaine Dodds, how are you?
Fine, thank you, Hugo.
He is a very important Euro Parliament who is fighting for ACES so hard, right?
Absolutely, and it's fantastic to hear the words today from the member of European Parliament, very supportive of ACES, or ACES, however you want to say it, in the different languages. But no, without people like our MEP friend, we would be difficult to make progress. So it is very important to have that kind of support.